Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into one of history's most fascinating and controversial relics, the Shroud of Turin. Is it truly the burial cloth of Jesus Christ? How does it compare to other famous relics? And what can science and history tell us about these ancient treasures? Let's explore the mystery together. Let's start with the basics. What is the Shroud of Turin? The shroud is a long piece of linen cloth, about 14 feet long and 3.5 feet wide. What makes it so remarkable is the faint image of a man imprinted on it, a man who appears to have suffered wounds consistent with crucifixion. Many believe this is the burial cloth of Jesus Christ. Why is it so famous? The shroud gained international fame because of this mysterious image. The man's face, his injuries, and even the bloodstains align with the biblical description of Jesus' crucifixion. For centuries, people have wondered, is this the physical proof of Jesus' death and resurrection? What are the claims surrounding it? Supporters argue that the shroud is an authentic relic of Jesus, preserved for nearly 2,000 years. Skeptics believe it's a medieval forgery, created to inspire faith or attract pilgrims. Scientific tests, historical records, and theological debates fuel both sides of the argument. The Shroud of Turin isn't the only relic connected to Jesus or biblical times. Let's explore a few other significant artifacts and see how they compare. The Shroud of Turin, historical context and scientific investigations. The earliest known record of the shroud dates back to the 14th century in France. Some researchers claim it was in Constantinople even earlier. Over time, the shroud has been subjected to extensive scientific analysis, including carbon dating, chemical testing, and advanced imaging. One fascinating detail is the image itself. Unlike traditional paintings or burns, the image on the shroud seems to be a superficial discoloration affecting only the top fibers. Some scientists speculate that the image could have been created by a burst of high-energy radiation, though this idea remains highly controversial. The Holy Grail, legend and potential historical artifacts. The Holy Grail is believed to be the cup Jesus used at the Last Supper. Unlike the shroud, the Grail's existence is more rooted in legend than physical evidence. Still, various objects, from ancient cups to medieval chalices, have been proposed as the true Grail. The Grail's story expanded during the Middle Ages, largely thanks to Arthurian legends. It became a symbol of divine grace and spiritual fulfillment. While no single artifact has ever been definitively identified as the Grail, the idea of its existence remains deeply woven into Western mythology. The Crown of Thorns, religious significance and potential authenticity. Said to be the very crown placed on Jesus' head during his crucifixion, the Crown of Thorns is another powerful relic. A version of the crown is kept in Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, though its authenticity is debated. Like the shroud, it carries immense symbolic weight, regardless of whether it's the original. The crown's journey is remarkable. It was reportedly transferred from Jerusalem to Constantinople, and later to France in the 13th century by King Louis IX. While the thorns were removed and distributed as smaller relics, the circlet itself remains. Let's compare these relics more closely. Examining the materials used in the artifacts. The Shroud of Turin is made from a specific type of linen woven in a herringbone pattern, a style found in the Middle East during Jesus' time. The Crown of Thorns is made from a plant consistent with those found in Jerusalem. The Holy Grail varies. Some believe it's a simple clay cup, while others imagine it as an ornate chalice. Interestingly, pollen samples taken from the shroud also match species found in the region around Jerusalem. This adds an intriguing layer to the mystery. Analyzing the methods of creation and potential origins. If the shroud is authentic, how was the image created? Despite decades of study, no one has fully explained how the image formed. The Crown of Thorns was reportedly fashioned by Roman soldiers, though historical records are scarce. As for the Grail, its physical form remains elusive, shrouded in myth. Some researchers have tried to replicate the shroud's image using medieval techniques, but none have fully succeeded in recreating its unique properties. particularly the 3D-like qualities visible under modern imaging. Evaluating the historical evidence supporting each relic. The shroud has the most physical evidence, but carbon dating results suggested it may date to the Middle Ages, though critics argue contamination skewed the results. The Crown of Thorns has a traceable history through centuries of church records, but its origins are uncertain. The Grail, while a powerful symbol, lacks a verified artifact. Let's dive deeper into the science behind these relics. The Shroud of Turin, carbon dating and its implications. Carbon dating tests in 1988 suggested the shroud dates from 1260 to 1390 AD, but some scientists question the accuracy. They argue that the tested fibers were from a repaired area, not the original cloth. Further analysis found traces of blood, identified as type AB, and even microscopic remnants of what appears to be Roman crucifixion tools, though these findings remain debated. Scientific analysis of the materials used in other relics. The Crown of Thorns underwent botanical studies, which identified the plant species as one found in the Jerusalem area. The Grail has no single artifact to study, making scientific analysis impossible. The importance of historical and scientific evidence in verifying artifacts. While science can test materials, historical records are crucial for understanding context. For example, the shroud's image remains unexplained, blending mystery with history. The crown's historical trail adds weight to its authenticity, even without scientific proof. The Grail's cultural impact stands tall despite the lack of a physical artifact. Relics hold an enduring place in human culture and belief. Let's reflect on why these objects captivate us. The enduring impact of religious relics on culture and belief. For believers, relics connect the physical world to the divine. The shroud, the crown, and the Grail all inspire faith, devotion, and hope, transcending time and geography. The debate over authenticity versus historical significance. Whether relics are authentic or not, their cultural and spiritual significance remains powerful. The shroud's mystery, the crown's symbolism, and the Grail's legend continue to shape stories, faith, and traditions. The continued fascination with ancient mysteries and artifacts. Even in our modern science-driven world, ancient relics hold an undeniable allure. Perhaps it's because they remind us of a deeper truth, that some mysteries are meant to endure. So, what do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the world's greatest mysteries. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.